Hey Catholic Match, I'm Tanner.
And I'm Allie, and tonight is date night.
And tonight we're going to teach you guys how to taste wine and at the same time, how to savor dating. So when I lived in Los Angeles, I was a wine sommelier. That was my day job. Sommeliers are those guys at fancy restaurants who come up to you and sell you wine. So I love wine, and I think that everyone should know how to taste wine. So not only are we going to be teaching you about how to savor the dating experience, but these are good practicals that you can take with you to swoon a date one day.
Tanner says he was a sommelier, but I think we need to use that term loosely here because I'm pretty sure he wasn't an official sommelier.
Most sommeliers weren't official.
I don't know if that's true. Every person you tell this to asks if you took some official exam, and did you?
I did not. But I sold wine at a restaurant. I was a sommelier.
Okay.
Whatever.
We'll have to clear that with someone.
Gentlemen, if you're buying a wine, it has to be at least a minimum of $15. And I know that that might sound like a lot, but there's no greater investment than finding a spouse, and picking a nice bottle of wine to kind of nourish the occasion is a good investment. So right now, my eyes kind of go into this right now, a little True Myth. And it's on a good deal right now. $26.
Pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal.
I like this one. It's a little more expensive, but it's really good. It's so fancy that it has a little thing on it. But you can also get one that doesn't have a thing on it.
Wow. The Juggernaut is good juice.
It's kind of scary looking, but I promise it tastes good. You really can't go wrong with this.
And to partner with our wine tonight, we're going to make some dark chocolate covered strawberries and some Merlot Bellavitino cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese that is, but
it's soaked in Merlot.
It's soaked in Merlot, so I think it'll partner well with all this other stuff. So come on.
I feel like right before I met Tanner, me and one of my friends were like trying to get into wine, but we didn't really know that much about it. So we would just kind of pick a random bottle and like hope that it was good. But when Tanner and I started dating, I kind of expressed that desire to him that I want to know more about wine. And lucky for me, he really knows a lot about wine. So it kind of became a huge part of our dating relationship. We would taste the nodes of the different bottles of wine.
The nodes?
Is that what you say?
The notes. The nodes? Like they're lymph nodes? Okay, so a quick note if you're ever opening wine in front of a date is you want to always have the label facing forward, and you always want to be holding the bottle. This is bush league. We're not going to do that. Nope, nope, nope. Label facing the other person, and then you put this in. And one of the best things that I love about tasting wine is that it really teaches you the art of appreciation. It really teaches you to be present and to really savor this glass of wine that you're having. If you can learn to savor a glass of wine, then you can learn to savor the dating experience. Also, another note is you don't want to pop the cork. That's also bush league. You just want to gently roll it on out like so. One other little tip is this is a glass. It's 5.5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, twist on up. Boom, there it is. I'm gonna see if I can get this identical. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, and on up. Look at that! Come on! I still got it! All right, so when you're wine tasting, there's 6 S's that you want to remember. Allie, what are those 6 S's?
See, smell, swirl, smell, sip, savor.
Boom. You're just good as gold, aren't you?
Only practice a few times.
Yeah, this is only our 18th time filming this. But we're going to take those 6 S's and teach you how to taste wine, but we're also going to take those 6 S's and apply them to the dating experience to help you savor that experience and not have dating be something that you just have to get through or be some sort of drag in your life.
And there's shockingly a lot of similarities.
There is. If you can savor a glass of wine, then you can savor the dating experience. You can savor anything. Yeah. I truly believe that. All right, so the first S is C. So when you're wine tasting, you're noticing the type of red that it is. Is it a brick red? Is it a dark red? Can you see through it? Is it cherry red? You have to really see and notice the color that it is. This is a dark guy.
This is a cab.
Yeah.
And it is definitely dark.
It is
you could not
dark.
see through it at all. We'll give you a little. I don't know if this is good at all, but
there it is. And so if we were to take that first S, C, and apply it to the dating experience, see who's around you, who's at your church, who's in your friends circle, who's at your work, who is someone that you could possibly be interested in. Have you really taken the time to actually see the people around you, or are you quickly glazing past them? There might be someone in your vicinity who you might just be looking past if you haven't taken the time to really see them. Also, just on another note, like really see your friends. Take time while you're single to spend time with your friends. The facts are, when you get married, you just have more responsibilities. You don't have as much free time. So take this time to really see your friends and just hang out with them.
Yeah. The second S is smell. So we're going to smell. Yeah. This is just like, I would say a very vanilla-y, deep, dark fruit wine.
Yeah, oh wow.
So I think some plum in there, probably.
So like dark fruit, you're kind of noticing, is it black fruit? Is it red fruit? What are you noticing?
What's the acronym?
Few. So
Few.
Fruit, earth, and wood. You're looking for notes in each of those three categories. Fruit, earth, wood.
So I would say plum, vanilla, is that earth?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I don't know about wood. I'm not really good at identifying that.
Oak, it tends to be oak.
Okay.
It's kind of like a cheat. It's all subjective. You could say anything and it
Yeah,
works.
there's no wrong answer. And I think when we like apply this to, or compare it to wine tasting, it's really good because you might see someone and they might not be like what you expect when you actually like maybe take them out on a date or get to know them a little bit better. So just having maybe a little bit more of an open mind of to like who could be a possibility when it comes to dating them.
That's really great. And also, we're not saying to smell
Yeah,
people
please
around
don't.
you.
No, please don't do that.
It's
That's
wicked.
really,
It
really
smells
weird.
really fresh.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, the third S, swirl. So finally, you want to swirl. A lot of people swirl before smelling. You want to smell and then swirl, because swirling gets oxygen in it and it makes it really open up when you smell again.
This is my favorite part.
Yeah,
You
this
can
is-
never swirl it too hard.
It's fun. So if we're going to take swirling and applying it to the dating life or to the dating experience, sometimes you got to swirl things up. You got to shake things up. You can't expect to do the same thing, and if it's not working out, to all of a sudden expect it to work out. You got to change things up sometimes. So maybe you got to ask a friend to introduce you to someone. Maybe you got to change your headshot on your online profile, change your bio. You got to, do I have something on my nose? Did I have that the whole time?
Yeah.
We're not
It's
even
not
gonna-
noticeable.
We're not even going to worry about it.
It's not even noticeable.
Yeah, you just got to shake things up. You got to try new things. Put yourself in new situations to meet new people.
Yeah, and also like if you've already been dating someone for a while, like you can still swirl things up in your dating relationship too, because putting yourself and like the person you're dating in different kind of scenarios or environments can help you like get to know them better too. Like me and Tanner hiked a 14er last summer. It really showed a whole other side of him that I had not seen before. But it's good to shake things up regardless of if it's like the first part of your dating stages or like if you've been dating for a while.
Yeah.
Or if you're married.
Okay, after you've swirled, you want to go in for a second smell. The fourth S.
And this kind of goes along with what we just said. Like when you smell it again after you've swirled it, you really like, it just opens up. You smell like a whole bunch of other flavors. The wine it smells like almost stronger. And so like when you swirl things up in your dating relationship, whether that's like trying to find new places to meet new people, like you can like look around again and see what's out there because it might look very different than the first time you looked before you shook things up a little bit.
Okay, so we've seen it. We've smelled it. We've swirled it. And we smelled it again. Finally, we get to sip. That is a big, bold cab. I like it.
Plum,
Black fruit,
vanilla,
leather.
pine.
All right, so the fifth S is to sip. And if we were to apply that to the dating experience, you got to sip. You got to put yourself out there. Guys, you got to ask girls out. Girls, if a guy asks you out, give him a shot. Go on a date with him. Put yourself out there. Take a sip.
Make a move.
Make a move.
Yeah. And then that leads to our final S of wine tasting, which is savor. And Tanner likes to say when you take your sip to really like swish it around your mouth so you can like cover your palate and taste all the things.
It's okay to slurp. It's not bad manners in wine tasting to slurp. You want it to cover your full palate so you can get the full kind of flavor profile.
So if you're on a date and someone's like slurping their wine, it's not because they're rude. They just know something about wine.
It's true, so don't discredit them.
But when it comes to dating, you really need to like savor the dating experience. I think it's really easy, no matter what phase of life you're in, to like want to be in the next phase of life. And so like really just like savor all the experiences that you get to have. If you go on dates with somebody that maybe you're like, okay, this might not work out, but like enjoy the person that's in front of you and really just take it all in.
Yeah, and a good wine really opens up the more you drink it. And so sometimes a first date, a second date even, third date even, you might not see the full colors of someone, but if you really give someone a chance, then attraction can build. You can see their full profile. Just
attraction
like you're
definitely builds.
It definitely builds.
I'm just kidding.
I was attracted to you right off. And when it comes to savoring, like I said, you're looking for 3 elements: fruit, earth, and wood. You're trying to pick out all these different notes. Every wine has its own profile. Every person has their own profile. So when it comes to dating, enjoy just getting to do life with people. Even if a date never amounts to much after that, enjoy just simply getting to know other people, getting to meet other people, getting to experience the uniqueness in every single individual that you get to encounter.
There's something in there. Maybe nutmeg.
Maybe white pepper. Anyways, that's a good juice.
But it's really fun to, like, if you want a good date night idea, to sit and dissect a glass of wine, and then you could go on the internet and then look up that bottle and then see what other people have picked out of it, and see if like you match up with any of them. That's like something fun that we like to do.
All right, Allie, for our friends at home, one more time, what are the 6 S's?
See, smell, swirl, smell, sip, and savor.
Boom.
I hope that you guys never look at wine tasting the same again.
And I hope that you can take some of these principles and apply them to the dating experience, or really anything. Again, if you can savor a glass of wine, you can savor anything. So,
cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to y'all at home. Woo.